My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Aethermancer. Our build is strained. I guess our build right now largely focuses around Naga as our tank, who can take a lot of hits, and when they do so, in fact, they even hit themselves with the Unstable Charm, and when they do all of these things, they retaliate, generating ether, purging enemy ether, hitting the enemy, and if the Djinn has also applied a reactive trap, hitting again. It's neat. Ish. Everything's a bit strained here. We take a lot of damage and we don't deal as much as I was hoping. So I'm really hoping that we just get something that kind of cinches it all together, but we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of, we're still looking at monsters just in case one of these is right for the build. Critical dodge and poison on the shifted Tutzel, I have to admit, some interest in. And we swapped away from a Reggie earlier to get Moloko on the field. Oh, chain, epic equipment, hell yes! On single target attack, if the enemies have 4 or more ether, purge an ether. Also, just gives 10% crit chance. Disgusting. This has to replace Naga's attack. This is going to be so much purge. We do so many single target attacks. I am over the moon with the piece of equipment we got there. It's not always that good. Yeah, focus on the book first. Can't let that book play the game. No. Okay. Unfortunately, again, they're all saying, no, I'm not going to attack the unit that is best to attack. I have the exact right Ember to do it, though. Yeah, I think I do. I'm gonna give Reflective Trap. Then Unstable Charm against myself, causing a retaliate, so I attack. And I'm also going to attack. I also purged over the course of that 3 enemy ether. Hell, we'll purge all of it. I mean, it is nice they only get to attack with their basics. I just really wish there was some redirect. Ah! Literally everyone using the exact same move this turn. Cowards. Goddamn cowards. I'm going to give Force to all allies. And then I'm going to hit everyone with Long Slash. Everyone gets bleed. I get a bunch of buffs on myself. Works out well. Unstable Charm. This will still cause some retaliate. Causes the Fearless attack as well as the Psychic follow-up. We're doing a lot better than I thought. Poison staggers the Grimoire at the start of the turn, so I don't have to worry about it either. Give you a reflective attack this time. Perfect. And the Shambler is a much less dangerous target to just leave on the field by itself. I'm happy to even support. I think it's only unique. Yeah, I was about to say, its only unique action is used so far this fight is generate ether. So for this turn, it gets to generate ether for free, which is way too late. Time to kill you. Okay, we're getting positive effects cascading a little bit more now. I'm starting to get a little more solid and comfortable. We'll see. Talisman, common equipment. I mean, realistically, this is better for the Jhin. Whenever a buff is applied to this monster, 15% chance to apply another stack of the same debuff. The same buff, rather, but it also has debuff cleanse. The care package from Gwyn, Karom, Hector von Catan, and Pol.
Is the worthiness system fair?
Nope. The fact that monsters are banned from accumulating any worthiness is nothing short of cruel and far from fair. They shouldn't be irredeemable for their past deeds by default. No one should. That's why I despise it.
I understand and agree. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me.
Sick. We had that conversation at the end of the last episode. We've had it before, but we had the conversation with Alioth specifically about the morality of that. Oh! Shifted. That's a shifted Nosferatu. I'll be collecting that one kindly. Why do they always avoid attacking the guy that I want them to attack? I'm going to take this opportunity to stagger the bottom line, because I can do it with a basic attack while generating additional ether, which, like, actions don't get much more efficient than that. I'll also drop a support on the party. And then 3 wishes for energy generation? I'll do it. But only because our Earth Ether is really lacking. Hey, please stop attacking for more than half of the health bar. Okay, I'm gonna give 2 force to all allies and follow up with our long slash. Okay, I'm ready to catch you. I just need to not somehow kill you with random effects before the start of the next turn, I'm hoping. That's unlikely, if not impossible, because we don't have anything triggering at that speed. Memento crafted of a shifted Nosferatu with critical heal and terror. Non-zero chance he would make a lot of sense in this party, to be honest. I'm going to get the Reflective Trap out just so I have even more attacks. There we go with the Unstable Charm. Crit and sidekick. And then I attack again, causing another sidekick. I'll do long slash because it's enough to take out the frontliner by itself now. And then just focus on the stagger for that water enemy on the bottom line. Easy. Especially having as much purge as we do at the moment, it's making it so that, yeah, the enemies are hitting me constantly, but they're not hitting me for the biggest stuff that they can do constantly, which helps. I'd love to get a second self-hit so that I could trigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 attacks per turn from Naga. Jin hits a level. Oh my god. Well, that's about as good as it gets. So Diamond Shield, dedicated support action. Shields all allies for 2x5. Shields target ally for 2x5. Shields all allies for 3. And then applies 3 force to all allies. Force on all allies, pretty much always a good thing. The real toughness is, are you ever going to cast that in a world where you also have access to Reflective Trap? Flame Skewer. This is just if the Jin gets too many crit stacks, delete an enemy. 1 by 25 fire damage against the target enemy, 5 additional damage for every stack of force. I'm going to take that, actually. I think just suddenly turning around and killing someone is something exactly that we need. Something sorely lacking. I mean, even if I want to focus on someone else, it should probably be Sharuf first. Well, hey, I didn't think they could attack that line at that time. But they are. Woo! I spend as much of my ether as I can, because I'm now going to deck up cards, consuming all of my ether and then regenerating 7 at random. I'm looking for a single... Wow, I was about to say, I'm looking for a single blue and red. I got 2 red, 3 blue. Super useful. Unsable Charm will cause an attack cascade, which also staggers the enemy. God, damn, they killed him. I'll stagger Sharuf as well. I'll stagger anyone who's not hitting the Naga. Ooh, no, but the Naga unfortunately doesn't have force on it at the moment, so it loses one of its retaliate triggers. A lot of value missed there. Gosh, dang. Again, they're targeting the right enemy. Finally. It's been hard yards waiting for him to target the right enemy. Oh, long slash and aquatic armor to keep some force stats. Oh, big dodge. And in return, you may die. Heck, I'll do it all again. Don't think I won't. It's Naga and Moloko both leveling up here for a... Or... Not aura? A move. Oh, Explosive Rush. We found it. That's bad. Because it's compared against Volcanic Guard and Winter Guard. Volcanic Guard is shield self for 2x6, apply redirect to self, and also gain another retaliate. This would be the perfect way to end a turn. Explosive Rush is that but aggressive, I guess. I really do want redirect. Volcanic Guard is so good for that, but I was literally asking for explosive. Yeah, give it to me. Fire Charm. Applies 2 regeneration to target ally, and they gain a random ether. Cutting Wind. 1/2 wind damage against all enemies. 25% crit chance, as well as a free action. That's fun. And Explosive Burst. 2/6 fire, water fire against target enemy. 15% additional crit chance, critical hits, purge, and enemy ether. Honestly, I don't think that's necessary. I'm taking Cutting Wind. I think that is going to tie into something... I think right now, it's completely fine. It doesn't have high enough damage. It's just a free crit trigger, basically. I'm certain we can make it do even more than that, though. Got to get Ether Spring in this area. It's a free Ether every turn, and God, I hope it's Wind. Wind! Ooh. I can't upgrade the chain. Allows you to grant a special upgrade. You may choose between one of... Wait, no, this is a special upgrade. Right, so this... No, upgraded tier if possible. Got it. So, Talisman, you'll upgrade your tier. I don't want you having buff consumption. End of your turn, 66% chance to consume a random buff on self. That's the ability to remove all of your force stacks that I care about. Granted, it also comes with on action 50% chance to apply force. 15% additional crit chance, but at the end of your turn, chance to purge an ether at random, bit tough. On action, 66% chance to apply 2 terror to self, end of combat, corruption cleanse. I mean, realistically, that crit chance is probably the most impactful of them. On action, 50% chance to apply force self. You know what? That'll be better. Because all of your sidekick triggers are actions. So you're going to gain a lot more force than you'll end up losing as a result of that. Yeah, I'm going to increase the Djinn self by 5 because the Djinn is unfortunately squishy in a way that makes me terrified for their life. I'm not really especially good at single target damage, so good opportunity here to Fire Wind Wild. Oh, actually, speaking of good opportunity, hang on. We've got the 3 Wind Ether that we need on turn 1 in order to go 3 Wind Ether into Long Slash. me use Aquatic Armor to keep my force stacks high. Reflective Trap sets up Unstable Charm, which is also going to give us a Ether back. Oh, it gave us water. Do I do it? I could also use Explosive Rush this turn. It would just require... Moloko attacking. That is to say, just for the buffs there. And then Explosive Rush. Let's do that. So my Explosive Rush takes out Mephisto on the top line, and then it also triggers a Fearless attack, and then it also triggers a Reflective Trap, which staggers, so no one on my enemy's side gets to attack this turn, and it also purges all but 4 of their remaining ether. Hey, perfect. Flame Skewer with 3 force stacks on the Jinn does 104 damage directly. Plus 5 damage for every stack of force. I wonder if that's every stack of force on the entire battlefield? That would make sense of why it does... That would make sense of why it does so much damage. It's great! Ugh. Belt, common equipment on the interrupt, 50% chance to apply power to self. Yeah, no, thank you. And this one, sure, I'll try and target the Mephisto first, but it's really not going to matter. I don't have enough consistent earth damage right now. I think if I get offered it on the Naga at this point, I will take the tank redirect. Just start the fight with 2 redirects. It'll be useful. Unstable Charm starts our first flurry. And then I can Explosive Rush. To do it all again. Oh, hell yeah! It even caused Domovoy to attack me directly. So I get to do it again! Although I don't have any force left on that character, so... Sadly, I'm not getting the full response. I'm missing one of my attacks. Let's drop 2 force on all allies so that I can get them all a long slash. Unstable Charm has us set up. How did you get bleed on my Naga? Remarkable. Cutting Wind is an easy way for us to get that damage out there. And Explosive Rush will finish it. Okay. Jin and Moloko hit their levels here. Jin, Aura... Ooh, whenever an ally evades a hit, apply Sidekick to them. So that's kind of cool on Naga, because when they have Force, they're going to be missing all of those hits. A little bit of hiccups here. They're going to be missing all those hits. Start of combat, and on dedicated support action, blade, dodge self, and shield healer. Yeah. Haste. No, I will take Martial Prowess and see what we can do with that. Regenerated Prime. For each 3 consumed regeneration stacks, apply power to the lowest ally power. Sleight of Hand. +3 crit damage for every third hit of an action. Sorry, every third hit of an action is a critical hit. For multi-target actions, it's every second hit against each monster instead. So that means that neither Long Slash nor Cutting Wind do crit, because they only hit for the first time. None of these are good. I'm pretty unhappy with all of these. Also, Massive Regeneration monster has 2 additional max health for each level it has, gains additional health from regeneration. I'm going to take Sleight of Hand. I hope to change that at a Lily in the future. Stop giving me Monster Souls, surely. Surely stop giving me Monster Souls. I've got 8 of them. I haven't even used them. They're worthless to me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Reflective Trappist Stone as well, I think. Give everyone a wee bit of support here. We're perfectly set up for the combo here. It might not be perfect. Because I spend my final force there. I really wish I could apply more force to him. It's just free additional attacks, even if I'm not high enough on force to be using them all as consistently as I would like. Perfect. I mean, admittedly, the additional 3 corruption on Jin on the top line is not exactly what we wanted. But it's survivable. Oh, that's so huge. Jin just got 15% additional evasion on that level up. Whoa! Hello! When an ally reaches 2 force stacks, it generates 2 random ether. The fact that Wish gives 2 force stacks to all allies means that this says at start of combat, generate 6 random ether. I really don't want to avoid that, but I really want taunt. I'm gonna take the taunt. No, that belt's still not good enough. Yay! We get to use our Monster Soul to collect our... Come on, do it. Monster Soul. Of course I couldn't. Cult Ritual Circle, that's not a Circle of Rebirth, so I don't have to worry about it. But also, if it was a Circle of Rebirth, do I worry about it then? What am I going to do with it then, you know? Lily. Lily, I need you to fix Moloko. Moloko has this whole sleight of hand situation, which you do not need. Moloko, honestly, there's a lot of stuff they don't need. Critical Ether might be a bit past the pale at this point as well. This monster's psychic attack is always critical. Allies gain 15% crit chance. Huge. Because it also gives them 7.5% dodge. And that evasion is very important for us. Yeah, there's the... There's Star Spawn. No choice but to leap into the fray. A little scared about this fight courtesy of the spread of different things. The spread of different ethers that we use over the course of a single turn. Like Reflective Trap would require Earth if I was going to use it right now. I would like to use it right now. Moloko does a basic attack just to get us the ether we need for it, so I can Reflective Trap. Unstable Charm causes some easy attacks. I would love to be able to use Aquatic Armor right now. Also Explosive Rush, obviously. I'm gonna have to hold. Anything that triggers when an enemy misses is now way more effective in this board. Reflective attack. Cool. We still miss the reckless attack in response, but we still get our reflective attack, staggering the enemy before the start of the next turn, which means they start their next turn only using one action. I mean, it's a pretty bad action, but if I can get the right amount of purges on you, it won't really matter. And yes, I know fire is one of yours this turn, but Unstable Charm will generate one wild ether for you, and then it will take away more, I thought. Guess it's not. Let's throw a basic attack in with Moloko to follow up with a Purge, preventing the enemy's lava this turn. And perfect. Then I get to end the turn with an Aquatic Armor. I can avoid the element of wind, right? Yeah. Granted, I should have thrown the Heroic Horn. I should have been using abilities earlier in this fight. I wasn't taking this fight seriously as I came in, because I felt really powerful, which, honestly, I gotta remember that I've got people on my team who are ready to explode with just too much damage being dealt specifically to them. I do think I need to use that reflective trap. Explosive Rush is ideal, throws out another attack, and then follows up with another attack. Also, I have Redirect, and one of them's coming in correctly against that target. This drops a board on the field for some additional health. But we get 4 attacks out of the reflective trap in this single turn cycle, which is pretty good. I'm so glad that we dodged a bunch of those, because that was otherwise going to kill us. Oof. Yeah, I 100% have to use the heal here. We don't have much access to in-fight healing at the moment. Great purging going on. Grant Force to all allies, just to set up for a giant flame skewer next turn. And I'll throw in Fiery Stabs for the final purge that I need to make sure that I don't get an Icy Assault against our top line this turn, which would have been too much damage. Love dodging. Heal attack and a sidekick. Yep. 52 directly, causes an 18 in follow-up. And an explosive rush will finish him off. Hell yeah. Again, I do still feel like I'm living on the edge of the knife. Tiny little slip and we'll tumble into a pretty nasty cut. But at the moment, things are pretty cool. Jewel Charm. Heal all allies for 5, shield all allies for 3, free action. Apply dodge to target ally, free action. I mean, I'm not really thrilled to see any of this. I'll take Jewel Charm because I do need a heal shield. That's a really bad one though. I can't imagine a situation where I'd use Flare Strike where I'm not otherwise using Flame Skewer instead here, so. Moloko. 1/16, Fire Earth against target enemy on first hit crit. Do the +2 poise damage. Yeah. Reactive Storm. 3/4 water fire against all enemies. On crit, trigger regeneration on the lowest health ally. That seems cool. But I'm going to go with the Precision Meteor for just... I don't want to remove support, but support is the one here that wants to be removed the most. That was tough. Oh, sick. Moloko gains another 2 experience at the end of that fight. Let us go drink from the cauldron. Tome. On single target attack. Applies 2 weakness. Also has shielding regenerator. No, not better than things we have at the moment. Chance for an additional attack. False chance. Nope. I will take the Aethermancer Whip for... Nice. For a little bit more stealing and triggering of psychic attacks. And then the Naga levels up as well. Generate force. Apply 2 force to self. Pretty good. You have a free action that you prefer in almost all circumstances, though. 2/7 Water Wind against target enemy. Applies force to self. Shield all allies for 2/4. Heal all allies with debuff for 2/4. I'm gonna go Polar Wind, I think over the top of Fiery Stabs. When I'm gonna use Fiery Stabs, I'll just use my basic attack instead. I definitely don't need another Monster Soul at this point. Jin's back in fighting condition. We'll see how it handles the Garden District in the next episode, but until then, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Aethermancer. Top left is a series playlist for all of the content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of the thank to, and a special thanks this episode to Eloise. So for the all to be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.